I think we're clear. I think we're clear, Livia. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you right now about Talos worship. Now is not the time. I was just curious if you had anything to say about the events currently taking place. Back to where it all began. To Rorikstead. And I know she's waiting for me here, I know...
Appearing through an orb in the sky? Your master is still not willing to show himself, is he? We will end this, Suzanne. You deceived the Legion and betrayed our people to your master. But you won't live holding the Lord of Death's power.
Deceived. Betrayed. Oh, Salvian. I have been more loyal than your house of liars ever was.
Then words are useless against you. Let this be your punishment, traitor!
Where are you going? She's over there. Wait, where are you going? Were you supposed to get stuck outside the barrier? I assume so. Can we go around it, maybe? Yeah, the last few sections of the mod, I've just felt a little confused, for a lack of a better term. Kind of like not everything has been really explained. Also, no, there's not going to be any way in. Like, this is all sealed in the barrier. This is all sealed in the magical barrier. So just out of curiosity, see if it would make any difference, I'm approaching from a different direction. I'm approaching from the main road, approaching from if I was coming from Whiterun rather than traveling to Lund's Hut. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm a little stumped. Like I said, I feel like some things were not explained well. I feel like some parts of the later stage of the mod were definitely a little buggier, less intuitive, not exactly super clear, so there have definitely been a couple times in these past few episodes where I'm just kind of sitting here and wondering if it's something that I'm doing wrong versus if it's the mod working the way it's intended.
The traitor to the gods and the champion of mankind, joining forces to murder a mortal girl.
Okay, it placed us
Appearing
in the bubble
through
this
an orb
time.
in the sky? Your master is still not willing to show himself, is he? We will end this, Suzanne. You deceived the Legion and betrayed our people to your master. But you won't live holding the Lord of Death's power.
Deceived. Betrayed. Oh, Salvian. I have been more loyal than your house of liars ever was.
Is that a guard?
Then words are useless against you.
That's a guard.
Let this be your punishment, traitor!
Oh! No! Uh-oh. Livia!
What magic is this?
Guard, go away!
My lord has blessed this ground. You've never stood a chance here. Surrender yourself to my lord and Livia will be spared. Fight me, and he will end you both.
I must not let him win. I've saved and freed my people, and he'd have them brought back to the old order. Forget that girl. She isn't worth sacrificing the freedom of the mortal races. Oh. Surrender to him to save Livia? I will fight. Livia, I'm sorry. Okay, the Whiterun Guard is hostile. Suzanne, Your death is near. Oh! Whoa! 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 That damage, though! Let me... I don't even know if it'll save me at all, but I'm just gonna equip a ward. I don't have enough magicka because all my magic has been drained already. Oh, that's good. Just stagger her. Just keep her staggered. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh! That's a one-hit kill! Excuse me? I would like to remind everyone that this is on novice difficulty and I got wiped that easily by the orb. I'm gonna take one of the sweet plague potions because I think it's just the thing from the orb that is hitting me. I think it's the thing from the orb. The magic from the orb that's murdering me. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I was gonna heal up and realized I had no magicka. No, I'm not trying to fight the Whiterun guard. No, stop, stop, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. No! God damn it! Again with that! What the fuck? Oh.
Fight me, and he will end you both.
Did you see that goat fall out of the sky? You saw that, right? You absolutely saw that, right? I need something to get me through this. Okay, I'm trying to see what might be my best thing to use here. Let's do Dragon Aspect. It might keep me alive. Between that and the potion effects, hopefully this can keep me alive. Nope, 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 nope. That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Because it's not like staggering her stops it either, so... It's whenever I get her close to death that it happens. Wait!
Powerful. My master see you as the greatest threat to the Endeavor. But I will not. Not today. Not by you. My lord, save me!
You know, how many times is she gonna use that trick? It's a little overdone.
Lorcan, my brother. You took my people and tricked us into destruction. You sought to end the order we have forged, for you are indeed the true born of chaos. But there is a time for reckoning. Our people will finally be redeemed from your mischief, as I avenge my own death and seal our eternal struggles forever. Shezareen, your fate is grim.
Everything's still white. Is it supposed to still be white? Livia? I can't talk to her. It's not letting me talk to her. Talk to Livia. Livia? Livia appears to be severely wounded. Livia, are you alright?
No. The mistress's magic has injured me gravely. I don't know if I'll live. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have struck her. Unprepared.
You didn't strike her. She wasn't there. I should have protected you. Is there any way I can save you? You should have been more careful. Is there any way I can save you?
I don't know. This magic is... it's beyond anything I've seen. With Suzanne's defeat today, her master will seek revenge. Can he possibly be defeated? With power such as his, undeniable, inevitable, is there hope still?
There has to be hope. There is always hope. I promise you I'll have Suzanne Dubois' head, then I'll have her master's. I'm sorry, Livia. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it wasn't your fault. You've done all you could. And I'm grateful for that.
I promise you I'll have Suzanne Dubois' head, and then I'll have her master's.
Promise me. Carry my memory to your fights ahead. When you find Suzanne Dubois again, when you strike at her heart, at her master's heart, remember me.
I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to do it again if I don't take her stuff. I don't know if, I wanted to take her armor. I guess that's a little rude or inappropriate. Bury her. Oh, I can take her armor anyway. Now what? Avenge Livia. The cycle of hate continues, never ending, until I have my revenge. Well, where do I go? So, I looked it up. Turns out that is the end of the mod. That is this ending. That is the ending you get if you choose to fight Suzanne and not fight, or if you choose to fight Suzanne and you let Livia die, if you don't surrender yourself. And that's from the mod author himself. I looked on his page and someone asked, where do I go to avenge Livia? And he said, in the next chapter of the saga. So that is not out yet, and I'm not sure when that will be out. In that case, I'm not sure what this affects then. If I go to say Whiterun or something, is everything okay there? Is everything fine? Is stuff gonna be back to normal and I don't have to worry about the plague right now? Okay. Not everyone's dead. That's good. That's a good sign.
You look awful. Better not get me sick.
What are you looking at?
Talking
I'm not
anyway.
afraid of you.
All right.
You know.
I think
Even if you are my elder.
the plague is over. It feels like a hollow victory. It absolutely
could you
feels
spare
like a
a coin?
hollow victory then.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's where
You know what?
stuffs himself.
We're gonna go and we're going to
Trouble?
try and do a little bit more with the mod.
With respect, companion.
We're gonna try and do a little bit more, which means I might be redoing a few things because I would like to see if I can get what is considered a better ending. First things first. The first thing I want to do is I want to see what happens if I decide to sacrifice, or not sacrifice, but surrender to save Livia. Let's see what happens in that case.
Surrender yourself to my lord, and Livia will be spared. Fight me, and he will end you both.
I surrender. Well, I surrendered.
No! You can't take.
Hi. The girl's blood is resistant to magic. Maybe I should use it against his servant. Let this land hear her heritage and her blood's power be amplified.
Lord Beast! Is someone there? Come on!
I still can't
The
move.
wrong is all within you. Your magic can't defeat my will. The Selvian legacy is your undoing, Suzanne
You wish
Dubois.
to defeat me?
My blood resists
Impossible.
magic, just as this land resists you.
If your blood resists magic, then why do you keep on getting hurt by her magic? Wait. Oh. Okay. Oh god. Oh, gotta keep healing up with that because I'm gonna get murdered by her magic spell. Or by the orb's magic spell.
Cesarine, you have become powerful. My master was right to see you as the greatest threat to the Endeavor. But I will not die. Not here. Not today. Not by you. My lord, save me!
Wait, so it doesn't matter. Is Livia gonna die either way? She's gonna die either way, just watch. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter either way. It doesn't matter either way. That's unfortunate.
Promise me. Carry my memory to your fights ahead. When you find Suzanne Dubois again. When you strike at her heart. At her master's heart. Remember me.
So yeah. So that makes no difference then. That's unfortunate. One thing worth noting is in the dialogue that we hear someone say, "Lorcan, my brother." Isn't that Magnus? Okay. So now my question is there a better ending than this. Or at the very least, if I go back to my earlier save, before we even broke the magic on the soul gem, if I learned the rest of the pieces about the soul gem, if I do more of Livia's quest, will that lead to anything good? Will that affect the outcome at all? That's what I want to figure out now. And that's the thing, I've mentioned it before, but one of the harder parts in trying to figure out this was, at what pace do I go? If every day that I drag on more people die, can I afford to keep doing Livia's quests? Can I keep on affording to keep on searching for the acolytes when I know that I have to find the Lord of Death and stop them? The problem is, if Livia dies either way, if you don't do those quests before she dies, before the end of the mod's main story, then you are losing out on a good chunk of content from the mod. Well, it's going to be several saves back, but let's take a look. Also, out of curiosity, I looked a couple things up just now. For the soul gem, you can get Blood of Energy, the item you need to unlock the soul gem, not just from the acolytes, but you can also get them from bandit leaders. So, once again, that's the thing of I didn't know until I looked it up, but now that I have beaten the mod, now that I have gotten that ending, I'm kind of learning to some degree. Thank you guys for watching Death Consumes All here on Skyrim Saturday. Out of curiosity, I joined the mod authors Discord, where I found information on some of the different choices and their impacts on the mod. The way to get the good ending for this mod is reliant upon Livia's beliefs, and if you strengthen them or had her doubt them throughout the mod. Running in the background, she has a point system, similar to that of a loyalty or regard system, and having her at either above 15 points or below negative 15 points allows her to survive the final encounter. One of the most notable ways to achieve a high enough regard, or a low enough one, is through completing her quest, Lady in the Tower. This quest is based upon exploration and adventures with Livia, meaning that in order to complete that quest, you need to spend sufficient time traveling with her, and during my adventures and trying to do her quests alongside the plague, I did not complete it. My concern, or possible criticism here, is that if the mod has this sense of urgency, where stopping the plague is said to be dependent on prioritizing finding the Arch Acolyte, it almost seems like it would be counterintuitive to make it so you need to spend so much time focused on Livia. As it was, I've had some people in the comments say that I took too much time in the playthrough focused on her and her content, but it seems that there's more to it than the amount that I covered, even though I thought I was somewhat thorough with it. I also took the chance to unlock the rest of the Soul Gem, of which there were 6 chapters in total. Listening to the rest of the Soul Gem gave a lot more context about the plague and the story of Malene Dubois, how she tried to kill Livia's brother Matthias as a child, how she came to learn of Suzanne Dubois' survival, and even how she met and married Gillet, the Breton that we helped in Whiterun earlier on in the mod, and how they had a child who was then killed by a Legionnaire. Listening to the rest of the Soul Gem took quite a bit of time, but it gave much more context to the mod, but it's easily missed because of the fact that the mod emphasizes the urgency of ending the plague as soon as possible. Since you're able to teleport to Malene at chapter 4 in the Soul Gem story, you miss out on the context of Gillet and even Malene Dubois discussing her study of necromancy and meeting the Slowed. One of the reasons I felt lost in the later stages of the mod was because I missed out on that story because I thought I had to move more quickly. In the end, I think Death Consumes All is incredibly ambitious and nuanced. Livia serves as a character who has grown up with Imperial governance, who has unwavering loyalty that you can see her start to doubt as she learns more about her father and the Empire as a whole. She's not a static character, she has the chance to change her mind, to think about how she might be wrong in her lifelong beliefs. While I really enjoyed the story overall, it was a bit confusing at times, and it would throw a lot at you all at once. It's really only after the end of the mod and thinking back on everything that things start to make a bit more sense and feel a bit more clear. A minor criticism in the writing is in regards to how it handles magic, sometimes as a bit of a plot device to get the effects that it wants to achieve. One example of this is with the Necromancer in Riverwood, who says you've entered into a magical pact, so now you can't hurt him? That felt like it kinda came out of nowhere, and isn't something I've ever seen or heard of in the Elder Scrolls universe. From a technical perspective, I think the mod could definitely still use some work, and could use another round of balancing as well. Bugs were semi-common throughout my playthrough, requiring me to reload saves, disable and re-enable characters, and go through several different patches and updates. I'm glad to see that the mod author has continued to patch the mod, but even the version numbers and patches for the mod on the Nexus seem a bit confusing for people who might have been playing it since its initial release. Battles and combat sequences could stand some touch-ups as well, especially in regards to the hordes of enemies spawning in, or the really dragged out sequence in the frozen wastes towards the end. I'm still convinced that I was able to light those pyres, but for whatever reason the prompt just didn't show. If I'm wrong and that wasn't a feature, it should be, and once those pyres are lit, it should restore stamina, magicka, and maybe even clear up some of the fog. But given the amount of patches that have come out since I first started playing the mod, it's clear to me that the mod author wants to improve and make adjustments as needed. I love how Death Consumes All can be completed in a largely non-linear fashion, and it really lends itself to replayability. I for one would love to try and accomplish the good ending, maybe save Gelée and find a way to save Sleeprise Tree, and see if that has any bearing on the follow-up mod. I've said this with other mods in the past, and I'll say it for this one as well, but the mod did not have a clear end. You're given a quest to avenge Livia, and no other context. I've had countless comments on the playthrough asking how to avenge her, so her death was partially spoiled for me as it was. Just provide a to be continued pop-up message, because if that many people aren't sure if the mod is over or not, it means that it's not coming across clearly. Even though I haven't played the mod author's other work, Shezarine, Fate of Tamriel, I can assume that these mods will tie in together, and that we might ultimately have a series of interconnected mods, much like what VICN is trying to accomplish with Vigilant, Glenmoral, etc. Anbeegod is clearly going for a very grandiose story, and the Plague was not the end of this tale. It seems to be setting up a much greater conflict involving the Divines, and the semi-common theory that the last Dragonborn is in fact a Shezarine. I would love to play the follow-up to Death Consumes All when it releases, and in the meantime I might do a second playthrough for myself, just so that I can try and get some of those other choices and resolutions throughout the mod. If I do this, it would most likely be on Twitch, that way it doesn't take up another slot for Skyrim Saturday here on YouTube. I definitely recommend this mod. It does so many things right. The voice acting, the storytelling, even if a bit convoluted at times, the original score. This is a high quality mod. I'd love to see some of those minor issues addressed and some bugs fixed, because aside from those issues, I think this is really one of the best mods to come out in the past couple of years. I also recommend playing this on a save dedicated to the mod specifically, since you have the potential to lose so many different NPCs throughout and lose out on so many various quests as a result. Playing this on a save that had all vanilla quests completed made for a much easier time for me, and the options through the mod's configuration spell adds for even more customization to fine-tune Death Consumes All to be the experience that you're looking for. And one last thing before we end today. If you enjoyed the original soundtrack for the mod, it is now available on Apple Music, Spotify, and Amazon. If you're able to, please support the artist, Setesh Vera, and his incredible work. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time, here on Skyrim Saturday.